Mifepristone terminates life and does so in ways that the FDA acknowledges risk serious harm to the mother. And now we see that this drug is headed to grocery stores and retail stores, and it's being pushed by the FDA and the Biden administration. Did you know about this drug and what the government just did to make it available to your local store? Children are a blessing. They are not problems that are meant to be terminated. They are a gift from God that must be respected as His creation. Let's remain informed. Let's not be uninformed about what's happening around us. Amen? Stores like Walmart, Albertsons, and Costco will soon be stocking their shelves with a pill that will take the life of an innocent child. This is the story over at the Christian Post as of August 8th, 2024. Christian investors asked Costco, Walmart, major retailers not to sell this pill. What the heck is going on here? We're about to find out. But first, if you're new here, welcome to Wise Disciple. My name is Nate, and I'm helping you become the effective Christian that you were meant to be, which includes understanding how to think through this new development in your local grocery stores. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you think this video is helpful, share this with somebody else. It just helps me to get the word out about this ministry. All right, let's take a look at this article here. First paragraph says, hundreds of Christian investors have signed on to letters sent to several of the largest retailers in the United States, urging them not to sell the chemical drug Mifepristone after the federal government loosened standards to allow the drug to be sold at retail pharmacies nationwide. Have you been tracking this story at all? Did you know about this drug and what the government just did to make it available to your local store? This was back in June of this year. Supreme Court upholds broad access to key pill Mifepristone. The Supreme Court, actually, take a look at this, eliminated the right to it in 2022. And ever since then, medications to terminate pregnancy have grown in importance and been challenged in court. So the Supreme Court rejected a suit brought by doctors who tried to limit the access to this drug that ends the life of the unborn. Apparently, Justice Brett Kavanaugh, on behalf of the court, said that the doctors had no case, and the Supreme Court reversed a lower court's decision to read the drug. In a unanimous ruling, the court sided with the Biden administration and the manufacturer of Mifepristone and reversed a lower court decision that would have made it more difficult to obtain the drug used in more than 60% of these procedures. The justices found that the plaintiffs did not have legal grounds to bring the case. Writing for the court, Justice Brett Kavanaugh said that these doctors, the plaintiffs behind the case, do not prescribe or use Mifepristone, and the FDA's relaxed regulation of the medication does not require these doctors to do or refrain from doing anything. So in other words, the way these doctors presented their case in court is insufficient to stop this drug from being made available. That's according to the Supreme Court. But note this. Ever since the High Court eliminated the nationwide right in 2022, medications to terminate pregnancy have grown in importance and become a major target of litigation, in part because these pills can be sent by mail, here it is, including to states that have severely limited or banned these procedures. Did you know that? And now we see that this drug is headed to grocery stores and retail stores, and it's being pushed by the FDA and the Biden administration. By the way, Kamala Harris, the leader of the Biden administration's Reproductive Rights Task Force, fully endorses this drug. Just so we're all in the know on this. So the question is, who's going to stand in the gap now? As it turns out, it's these Christian investors who are taking a stand. More than 400 Christian investors and activists are backing letters to the leaders of Costco, Walmart, Kroger, McKesson, and Albertsons Friday, urging them to continue their current practice of not dispensing Mifepristone. Here's a little bit of that letter. Take a look at this. We are investors, investment advisors, fiduciaries, proxy voting, and corporate engagement consultants to investors who hold over $100 billion in assets under management and $56 million in Costco stock. We write to urge Costco, for its own sake and the sake of its shareholders and customers, to continue its current practice of not dispensing the drug Mifepristone. Maximizing shareholder value requires Costco to avoid politicizing its services and to continue to do what it has always done best, provide excellent grocery and retail goods to families. The growing market opportunity of these drugs, is legally and politically fraught, raises significant reputational issues, and reduces the company's customer base both literally and because it would drive away many existing customers. Yep, that's true. The legality of dispensing and distributing these drugs is in flux, actually. The Supreme Court's recent ruling in FDA versus Alliance for Hippocratic Medicine has temporarily allowed pharmacies to continue to dispense the drug. But the court decided the case on procedural grounds and left unresolved whether the current system of dispensing and distributing the drug is legal. So they're bringing up the fact that the only reason the Supreme Court reversed the lower court is because of the way that the doctors filed suit, not because there is no merit in the arguments themselves. That means this is still an ongoing legal issue. Mifepristone is a synthetic steroid endocrine disruptor that destroys the environment in the uterus and starves an unborn baby to death. It is the first drug in the chemical procedure. Mifepristone terminates life and does so in ways that the FDA acknowledges risk serious harm to the mother. The letters concluded, adding that dispensing the drug is unnecessary to their businesses and brings legal and political risk. Several pharmacy chains have already begun selling mifepristone. Earlier this year, CVS and Walgreens announced that they would begin offering the drug in select states. Okay, did you know that this is happening, ladies and gentlemen? By the way, the name of the drug, like on the box, okay, so when you walk into the store and you see it on the shelves, is actually Mifeprex. Okay, it is described as being a drug used to end pregnancy up to 10 weeks of gestation, according to the FDA website. All I want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm bringing this to your attention because you need to know this as Christians. And as Christians, let me remind you, all life is precious in the eyes of our Creator. In Psalm 139, David says this, verse 13, "For you formed my inward parts." This is God. "You, God, knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed substance. In your book were written, every one of them, the days that were formed for me, when as yet there was none of them." All of us, ladies and gentlemen, have been made in God's image, and God commands us to not only have children, but says that families are tremendously blessed when they make them. Why? Because God says that children are a blessing. They are not problems that are meant to be terminated. They are a gift from God that must be respected as His creation. So, what can we do about this drug being made available? First, I think we should pray for these investors. Thank God that they're taking a stand, right? Second, I think we should remain alert about whether or not these stores are carrying Mifeprex, okay? Whether or not stores near you are carrying this drug. But also, you can sign the petition. At least for Costco, the investors have set up a link for you to sign if you want to get involved, and I'm going to share that link in my notes below. And just, I don't know, at the end of the day, let somebody else know about this development. Let's remain informed. Let's not be uninformed about what's happening around us. Amen? All right. Well, now it's your turn. What do you think about all of this? What do you think about Walmart, Costco, and other stores carrying this drug? Make your voice heard, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comments. As always, since you made it to the end, you got to join my Patreon community. There is no more waiting. You can read the Bible with me. I share my Bible study notes every single day. You can also watch these videos before they make it to YouTube and provide feedback. You can join me for exclusive live streams. You can chat with me one-on-one. The link for the Patreon is below. Hey, I'm going to return soon with more videos. In the meantime, I'll say bye for now.